Now, I'm not going to ask you to fundamentally fix NIL, but something we're seeing now in basketball that also happened in football was the NIL portal. They're so they live together now, basically in the Venn diagram, and like the portal's open as the tournament's happening. During bowl season, the portal was open while the games are still being played. So I'm not asking to fix everything, but shouldn't they fix the dates on when this can actually happen?
I mean, one of the fundamental problems that we have within sports right now and with college athletics is we try to run a multi-billion-dollar industry through the lens of 22 sports, specifically within the SEC. And you cannot find rules that adequately work for football and wrestling or baseball or men's golf or women's soccer. Like they're all different, but we're trying to establish a settlement or a rule for everyone in trying to have an umbrella, and it just doesn't work. Specifically, yeah, I mean, we're ruining an awesome Sweet 16 and Final Four, or we're, in my opinion, greatly hurting the playoffs because the conversations aren't about the teams on the field. They're about who's in the portal and what's their team going to look like next year. And it just takes all of the focus off of the wrong things. I think the NFL is a master at what they do. They have figured out how to be in the news cycle every month. They have something related to the NFL every month, whether it's free agency, whether it's the combine, whether April is all about the draft and owners meetings. We haven't figured out how to do that. And the problem is it's because we're trying to solve everybody's issues with one umbrella, and it's just not going to be able to do that. Fundamentally, the issue that football has is it doesn't line up with the academic dates. So, if we were to try to remove the portal window from January to the end of the playoffs, you'd be in the middle of February. Well, the problem with that is young men wouldn't have the ability to enroll in schools. Basketball doesn't have that issue. So I don't understand why basketball couldn't wait until, April 7th to open their portal for 15 days and then let people figure out where they're going in May. But again, I got my own issues with football.
Coach Drink is on with us now from the University of Missouri. There was a brief time where I was being, I'll even say recruited, not for sports, but to run for governor of my home state. And once I learned it was all being on the phone asking for money, I was like, I'm kind of out. Like, that feels very boring. Like, I just want to go and make decisions. And so is that more of what your job is now than it's ever been, is just trying to find ways to make sure your players are adequately covered financially?
Yeah, that's what it's been for the last three and a half years. But I hopefully with the new revenue and all that, that'll kind of funnel into the athletic department side and just go back into the fundraising for that and won't be as sports specific and maybe not even above and beyond what you're trying to do for the revenue share piece. And hopefully you're actually just taking the money that you're generating through the revenue that you're making as an athletic department, not having to ask. I think the struggle with NIL and money right now is why it's not sustainable is because you're asking boosters and donors to go above and beyond their commitment from tickets and scholarship donations and suites and all that stuff. And at some point that's going to always run out of money. So hopefully you can tie it into the rev share. But I did see, with the Razorback Sweet 16 appearance, I saw where you were on the, giving another 50,000 or something to their NIL. So that was pretty good. I mean, they kind of got you on the hook,
public?
right?
I swear to you, I did not know that was public. I did not, I don't mind, because you're not making a joke.
I thought you tweeted it. I didn't
tweet that.
I'm in for another 50. Great job, Cal.
Wait, did you literally see that somewhere? This is a real question, or did you make that up? Because that's an exact.
No, I swear, I saw it on your Twitter.
That's an No, you didn't see it on my Twitter. That's an exact number of an amount. Somebody's hacked into my account, and Coach Drink is the one that. Wow. Okay, I'm a little shook right now because I did.
Well, I mean,
I did donate $50,000 to that, and I didn't know anybody knew that. And now Drink just put me on blast, but apparently it wasn't blast; it was public. Okay, I got some people to hit up after this interview. All right, Coach, I see what we're doing here.
What an awesome thing, man! I mean, seriously,
I ain't giving it to you.
To have you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm giving it to you. You guys have enough. You guys are doing awesome. I don't know. You guys have all the players. Coach, how are you getting players up there? Like, what is your pitch? Obviously, everyone is trying to make sure the players are financially stable, but what's the pitch about coming up to Missouri?
Man, honestly, I think it's recruiting is all about selling what you believe you're going to do in the future or what you've done in the past. And for us, with guys like Armand Membu and Luther Burden, we were selling what we believed we could do. And we wanted to recruit the best players in our state and keep them home and develop them and put them in the NFL. And you look at what we've done, with Luther and Armand, a guy from St. Louis, a guy from Kansas City who were highly recruited. And in 3 years, both of them are going to be first-round draft picks. They came in here. They got the opportunity to play. They were developed with an elite edge by Ryan Russell and our strength staff. They had unbelievable coaching. They were put in a great situation by playing in the SEC to put their talents and skills to use. And then obviously they're going to get to do that on Sundays now in the NFL. So I think when you have things that you can sell, tangible evidence, it's really good. And then when you don't, you have to sell a vision for what you believe is in the future. And fortunately for us right now, the University of Missouri and our fan base is buying what we're selling. We've got a $250 million North End Zone project going right now. We've got 2 first-round draft picks. And we've put together a really talented football team for this upcoming season. And so hopefully, last year we had a first-round draft pick. This year, I believe we'll have 2 first-round draft picks. And so for us, the challenge is for our staff and for our player acquisition is we got to go make sure we have another first-round draft pick. And that's how you build into the program that we want to become.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.